A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter molecular basis of inheritance, and the topic is the DNA replication. Before going to start, first revise our previous class contained that the DNA structure we have already discussed in previous class, where the double helical structure consists of two polynucleotide chain and the one polynucleotide chain formed by three components. These components are pentose sugar, nitrogenous bases, and phosphate. Now these three components collectively form the one nucleotide, and each nucleotide form the polynucleotide chain. And in DNA, these polynucleotide chains are antiparallel in direction. That is, one is in the direction of 5 prime to 3 prime, so the other one is in the direction of 3 prime to 5 prime. Now come to the different discoveries on the basis of discoveries related to the search of genetic material first done by 1928, done by the Griffith experiment, that is transforming experiment, when he did the experiment on the streptococci pneumoniae. He gave the transforming principle on the basis of their experiment, or he concluded that the R form converted into the S form of streptococci pneumoniae, and on the basis of, but they didn't give the reason behind the transformation of the R form. Now the experiment biochemical characterization of Griffith experiments done by the three scientists Oswald, Colin or McLean McCarty did the experiment in between the 1933 to 1944, when they did experiment in search of biochemical that are able to convert. With the help of this biochemical, the streptococci pneumoniae converted into the or get transformed into the S form. So they find that the DNA is the biochemical that are able to convert, or by which the streptococci, rough type of streptococci pneumoniae are able to convert into the S form or smooth form. Now, but most of the scientists generally was not convinced on the experiment did by the Oswald, McCarty or McLean, but three scientists. But later some of the experiment, that is the Chase, Martha Chase and Hershey, Alfred Hershey, did the experiment on the search of DNA, or they find that the DNA in the search of genetic material, and they find that the DNA is the genetic material, and they did the several experiment on the bacteriophage and the method of reproduction of these bacteriophage. Generally are they they transfer their genetic material in the cell of bacteria, or they infect the bacteria. When they transfer their genetic material in the bacteria, now bacteria are the factory. They synthesize the viruses actually, or bacteriophages inside itself, or inside itself cytoplasm, so that the bacteriophage reproduce with the help of, also said to be by the infection of the bacteria. When they search or to isolate the bacterial DNA or bacteriophage DNA, they grew that bacteriophage into the radioactive sulfur. Some of the bacteriophage and some of the bacteriophage reproduced in, grew in the radioactive phosphorus, so that they can easily isolate the DNA of E. coli and the DNA of bacteriophage. Finally, they find that the DNA is the genetic material, because the DNA are actually transferred into the bacteria for the reproduction by the bacteriophage. Now here is the mechanism. Then come to the today's topic. What is the replication process, or how the replication process or machinery takes place in every organism. But the very replication process is very significant, because it is if the replication process not done in the DNA, so they are the individual in the individual are not able to reproduce, because of the only replication is the method by which the DNA get duplicated duplicated, that means the synthesis of DNA takes place, or two copies of DNA synthesized in the cell, so that when the cell undergoes in replication, they easily transfer the one copy of DNA in the other or daughter cell, so that when the cell gets separated from the parent cell, they can easily synthesize their own protein, or they can easily synthesize their own protein, enzyme, and the cell structure what they need, what the cell or daughter cell need. So that the code for synthesis of different enzyme and different protein always be present on the DNA molecule. That's why the replication of DNA is very very important. So let us discuss the today's topic, that is replication process. Replication process. The replication of DNA. Replication of DNA. First, the replication of DNA carried out in the three steps. First is initiation. Here is initiation. Second step is elongation. Elongation. And the third step is termination. Termination is the final. Termination is the final step. Now let us start with the initiation process. In the initiation process is the first step where the DNA molecule are generally going into the duplication process or replication process. How this termination or elongation and initiation occur in the DNA replication, in the replication process. First, we need to understand the whole DNA do not undergoes in the replication process. In the short portion of DNA undergoes in replication process first, then they synthesize the DNA molecule, then the replication of the opening of DNA move towards the direction of 5' to 3', then again synthesis occur in the 5' to 3'. But first we understand the double helical structure. Before double helical structure have the both the strand, that one strand is present in the 5'. If one strand is present in the 5' to 3' in direction, so that the other strand should always be present in the 3' to 5' in direction. So because of two different polarity, or the synthesis of DNA always takes place in two direction. That means two direction, that means the direction will be similar, but the strand are dissimilar. One have the polarity in 5' to 3'. For example, this strand has the polarity 5' to 3' in direction, and this one has the polarity of 5' to 3'. 5' to 3'. Anti-parallel strand, because the DNA, the structure of DNA always consists the anti-parallel strand of DNA, and the synthesis always takes place in 5' to 3' in direction. So that because in this strand, the polarity of this strand has in direction of 5' to 3'. So the synthesis here is also takes place in the 5' to 3'. So the polarity is 5' to 3'. But if we talk about this strand, the synthesis takes place not in this direction, that is not in the direction of right hand side, because in the right hand or in the left hand side the 5' strand, if we take this one to 5 to 3' in direction, so 5 cannot be exist in the DNA structure. So this synthesis, the synthesis of this strand always takes place in the direction of this one, that is towards the left side. Here is towards the right side. That's why the opposite in direction, but the direction will be similar always similar, that is in 5 prime to 3 prime direction, but in opposite direction. They synthesize in the opposite direction. Here is also the 5 prime to 3 prime. So first we discuss the initiation process, then we consider how the elongation takes place. In the initiation process, there is need for the origin of replication. In the DNA double helical structure, when we talk about the double helical structure of DNA, here is the, for example, genetic material of the Escherichia coli. Here is, and there is need for the origin of replication. If the origin of replication is present, our DNA may have more than one origin of replication for initiation, for the initiation process, because they don't have only one origin of replication. For example, if we have to synthesize too long DNA, here is too long DNA, for example, about 15 centimeter. But if we talk about the we always consider the length of DNA with respect to the base pair, presence of base pair. So for example, here is x into 10 to power some 9 base pair, the length of the DNA. So there are, because the length is too long, but they have so many origin of replication for initiation of the DNA replication, because there is, if there is only one origin of replication, so whenever, because we already studied that there the small portion of DNA always open or undergoes in the replication process one by one. The small portion of the DNA undergoes in the replication, not the whole DNA collectively undergoes in the process of replication. So during the initiation, first the for the initiation there is need for the origin of replication, origin of replication, origin of replication. Second, the enzymes which are needed in the enzyme needed for the initiation process are DNA helicase, and also DNA polymerase. Third, DNA polymerase. Third, DNA gyrase, also said to be topoisomerase. First and second, topoisomerase for first is the DNA gyrase, which got the DNA strand, only one strand of DNA double helical structure. So they are also considered to be topoisomerase first. Now the DNA polymerase, DNA gyrase, DNA helicase, and another, and the last, not the least, enzyme used in the initiation process, that is DNA primer, RNA primers. So these are the structures and the enzymes that are important, or that are needed for the initiation process. These enzymes are the DNA helicase, which only breaks the double and triple hydrogen bond present in between the two strands. That means they consider, or they are responsible for the unwinding of DNA, or they generally do the unwinding of DNA carried out by the DNA helicase. Now the second is DNA polymerase. Third, the main role of DNA polymerase third in the elongation process. Now the DNA gyrase, which is also considered as a topoisomerase first, they always cut the one strand of DNA for decrease the tension while opening of the DNA through the DNA helicase, DNA double helical structure through the DNA helicase. because there are the DNA double helical structure coiled itself. So when DNA helicase, actually helicase move towards the right direction or left direction in the 5 prime to, for example, whatever the direction of DNA helicase, always synthesis takes place in that direction on the 3 prime or to 5 prime of strand. Let us discuss later. Now the helicase, when they move towards the direction, because the strings are so coiled to each other, strands are so coiled to each other, so when they move, the tension increases towards the right hand side. So they decrease the tension due to the cut by the DNA guidance. They decrease the tension, increase by movement of the helicase, DNA helicase, when they break the when they break the double and triple hydrogen bond in between, present in between the DNA double helical structure. Now RNA primer. So because to initiate or for the elongation process, because the DNA polymerase does not attach to the 3 prime to 5 prime 3 prime to 5 prime strand and the 5 to 3 prime strand itself, they need some base provided by the RNA primer. They help the DNA polymerase third to attach for the attachment, or that's why the DNA polymerase third get attached to the RNA primers, because they provide about 8 to 10 nucleotides, oligonucleotides are present, or they form the base, so that the DNA polymerase get easily bind with the RNA primer, or they undergo in the synthesis process or elongation process with the help of these. So that's why they always need the base, or that could be provided by always provided by RNA primer. Now let us start with the initiation process, how these enzymes or these help in the initiation process. Let us discuss about the initiation, whole machinery of initiation of DNA replication. Now in the DNA double helical, here is the DNA double helical structure. Now where the origin of replication are present or is present, first the origin of replication dissolve one by one if there are many origin of replication present on the DNA double helical structure. So in the because the origin of replication formed by the so many adenine and thymine, or because the bonding in between the adenine and thymine, because here is the DNA double helical structure, or here is the origin of replication. So origin of replication always formed by the adenine or thymine, that is adenine, thymine for example. So and adenine and thymine always form the double hydrogen bond, or they double hydrogen bond only, or they lack the cytosine or guanosine, because if the guanosine or cytosines are present, they always form the triple hydrogen bond. So in origin of replication, if triple hydrogen bond are present, so they are quite difficult for breaking by the helicase enzyme as compared to the adenine and thymine, because they form only two hydrogen bond, whereas the cytosine and guanine always form the triple hydrogen bond, which is quite difficult for breaking these two bonds. First is the formation of replication bubble. Here is the formation of replication bubble in the origin of replication. When the origin of replication searched by the different enzyme helicase, for example, they break down these hydrogen bond, hydrogen bonds which are present in between the two strands, Now thus they form the helicases, form the replication bubble, and one replication bubble consists of two replication fork. Here is the replication fork. Replication fork. Then after the formation of replication bubble or replication bubble, after the formation of replication bubble, addition of the helicase enzyme takes place. Helicase enzyme. They open or break the double or triple hydrogen bond present in between the two double helical structure, present in between the two nitrogenous bases or two strands of DNA. So breaks double or triple hydrogen bond. Double and triple hydrogen bond by helicase. So helicase breaks the double or triple hydrogen bond. They also need energy for breaking of double or triple hydrogen bond because they are attraction bond finally. And so as we already know, the hydrogen bond are always formed in between the hydrogen and the electronegative atom. That electronegative atom would be that electronegative atom nitrogen oxygen would be nitrogen oxygen fluorine, for example, or electronegative. These are the major electronegative atom. They form generally the hydrogen bond involved with the hydrogen because the hydrogen is the electropositive atom, so they easily donate or share their electron, or while the electronegative atoms are attract the electron, they have less tendency for donation rather than the donation. They have more tendency of accepting of electrons. So because here in both the strand अभी भी यहाँ पे they have the nitrogenous bases, or in the nitrogenous bases they have the nitrogen, and here is for example hydrogen group, hydrogens are present. So the attraction, if अगर इन्हें ऐसे ही छोड़ दिया जाए तो अभी भी क्या होगा, यहाँ पे इनके बीच में अट्रैक्शन होगा. सो ड्यू टू दैट अट्रैक्शन again the formation of double or triple hydrogen bond takes place in between the two nitrogenous bases. For reducing this ability of formation of double hydrogen and triple hydrogen bond while synthesis of DNA molecule or replication, so in the process of replication there are some protein that bind with the open double helical structure or open strand. So for example here is also they bind with the, so that they are unable to attract they are unable to form the double or triple hydrogen bond. If the double hydrogen and triple hydrogen again form, so there is again need for the helicase. So there is wastage of the energy due to the again and again opening or breaking of the bond by the helicase. So due to so that's why for the decrease of amount of energy used during the synthesis, during the breakdown of double or triple hydrogen bond, both the strand bind with or the single subunit SSBP, single subunit binding protein bind with the both the strand. Yes, here is also the SSBP, single subunit binding protein. Single subunit binding protein. They bind with both the strands, so both the strands are not able to synthesize double or triple hydrogen bond. Finally, on each side, the strand which has polarity in 5 prime to, for example, 3 prime in direction. So in this strand, the primer bind towards the right hand side, and in this strand which has the polarity of 3 prime to 5 prime in direction, so on that side the primer bind towards the left hand side. Now the oligonucleotide of RNA primer bind with the DNA strand, and they have the nucleotide of, for example, here is adenine, cytosine, guanine. So the nucleotide which are bind with the DNA molecule or RNA primers have the nucleotide of thymine. T is here, T always bind with the adenine, or G always bind with the cytosine. For example, because 10 nucleotides are present here, so other are also present in the RNA primer. So here is RNA primer. Now, because they always, the helicase move in the direction towards the right hand side, so towards the right hand side, when they move in the direction of 5 prime to 3 prime, or in the direction of right hand side. So there is increase in the tension towards the right hand side. For decrease this increase in tension, the DNA gyrase cut the DNA molecule. DNA gyrase cut the DNA molecule. So one during the opening of unwinding of DNA, also said to be unwinding of DNA. Unwinding of DNA. During the unwinding of DNA, when the helicase move in direction towards the right hand side, they easily rotate over the one strand. So due to the rotation, they decrease the due to the rotation, or due to the cut of one DNA strand, they easily get rotated on the one another strand. So they decrease the tension, which is generally increases by the helicase molecule. So the whole, now these are the enzymes. Now the last enzyme is DNA polymerase. Now the DNA polymerase, finally DNA polymerase third. Bind with the RNA primer, so that the RNA primer provide them base for the synthesis process. After the addition of DNA polymerase third, the synthesis occur in the direction of 5 prime to 3 prime during the elongation process. Now the next step is elongation process. We discuss in the next class. Here is the overall initiation process in the replication of DNA. In the replication of DNA, first the enzymes need for the origin of replication. When they get the origin of replication, they bind with the they open the double or triple hydrogen bond and form the replication bubble. By the formation of replication bubble, both the strands get separated with each other, and they are not able to reconnect and form the double or triple hydrogen bond. By this purpose, the addition of single subunit binding protein on both the strand to decrease the attraction. Now the helicase move towards the right hand side, and they breaks the double or triple hydrogen bond in between the nitrogenous base for the synthesis of DNA. Now this is also known as unwinding of DNA, because the helicase move in the right direction, so the always tension increases, because both the helix are winding with each other, are helically, both the strands are helically coiled with each other, so that when they move in the direction helicase, the tension always increase towards the right hand side. So the DNA gyrase cut the strands one strand of DNA, so that they decrease the tension, which is increases by the helicase. Now then after the RNA primer bind, which the RNA primers have the oligonucleotides or oligonucleotides bind in the specific manner just like DNA molecule. For example, here is, because RNA primer, so here is uracil. Okay, so adenine, here is adenine, so here is uracil, thymine, adenine and guanosine, cytosine, just like DNA molecule bind, bind. Now finally the final enzyme is our DNA polymerase third bind with the RNA primer so that they can synthesize or undergoes in the elongation or DNA synthesis. So here is the overall initiation process. In next class we will discuss about the elongation process. So thank you student for listening and watching me.